Right. Hi there. This is the first time I do this recording via webcam. Um, I haven't been very active lately, and with cam chairs, videos, and stuff. Um, but still, I keep watching the sky, and I keep noticing things. And um, with the Queen's Jubilee, that was quite interesting to follow that. So my attraction was sort of diverted from the skies to the telly for a change. What I also noticed is that, or what I actually noticed during the concert, the Jubilee concert, it was a really, really strange song choice. So this should have reflected 60 years of the reign of Elizabeth II. But I can't imagine really that these songs represent her taste or represent the eras in which she was queen, or she's still is queen, but yeah, you know what I mean. Um, and especially the song "To Live and Let Die" by Paul McCartney. Um, that was so obvious, so blatant, I think, well, at least to me. And the fireworks and that was so crazy, and it had a different atmosphere. It wasn't positive. Um, it didn't reflect love to me, or the feeling of unity with your people or with your country. It was more like, yeah, we are here. Um, we can decide. We can decide whether you live or die. So remember that, okay? So I'm boss, and you're down there, and we make the rules, and you follow. If you don't follow, to live and let die. So that would be let die for you in that case. Or maybe they even say, or they even tell you that they will soon let a lot of people die just for fun, which leads you to the Olympics. I know that sounds very crazy, and a lot of people really they don't want to listen to that because it's so weird, it's so out of the. But it's impossible to them. They can't imagine anything like that, and then you have to explain the whole story. Then you have to mention the word Illuminati, and some of them have heard about that, and they say, no, they don't exist. It's not real. It's all a conspiracy theory. So what? I don't want to hear that. And yeah, what can you do? You can't convince them. You can't tell them, yes, I know because I know I have the facts and stuff. But I haven't got facts, but I have a brain that I can think, and I can see the turn the world is. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. I can see the turn the world has taken in the past 50 years or so, or even in the past 10 years, and the changes are immense, and the acceleration of changes. It's almost on a weekly basis. You see how it gets worse. Um, yeah. Anyway, you can try to explain, and well, that's all that you can do because they have to be curious. They have to find out, or they have to have the will to find out for themselves. So if they don't want any change to their life or change to their horizon, you can't help them. It's up to them. And I think, yeah, that concert was really really strange. And Elton John was really awful. I think his performance was quite pathetic. His voice was very bad. Mm. But yeah, I think To Live and Let Die was the one thing I found very very strange, very suspicious actually. Um, Next thing was the Hackney concert, Hackney Festival. Jay-Z and somebody else whose name I forgot, and Rihanna. And I just saw that on BBC Three by accident. I didn't want to see it really. I'm not into rap at all. Um, well, I am tolerant. I see it. It's a genre. It's music, and there are people who are really passionate about rap. So that's cool for me. Um, but again, very blatant and into your face display of Illuminati symbolism in that performance was so disturbing for me. I think it was so openly aggressive. Um, Rap music itself can be very aggressive, and that was the perfect sort of um, vehicle to portray this the vision they have, obviously, of things to come, of the world they want to create, or the world they think they already live in. Rihanna, the appearance of Rihanna and the whole Egyptian bullshit going on. I really, personally, I hate Egyptian art. I hate the whole Art Deco movement, which came directly after the First World War and sort of changed the look of the world so drastically. Fashion, furniture, architecture, everything. And whereas you had round and flowing and fluent shapes in the Art Nouveau, which very much took the inspiration from nature and from soft things and beautiful things. Um, Art Deco came and really yeah, trashed it all in a way. They came with how, let's put it that way, with all these horrible uh, forms and shapes and patterns, and I think they made the world basically very ugly, along with Bauhaus and all that. So it's really, I'm I studied art history, but I really hate Bauhaus. I'm not like one of these people saying, "Oh, Bauhaus is such a revolution, it's super, it's light in the buildings, blah blah blah," and all the new materials. There, I don't like metal in architecture. I don't like huge facades only made of glass, and I'm the old-fashioned guy or girl who likes a brick building with lovely sash windows and or a cottage or something. So okay, call me old-fashioned, call me stupid, whatever. That's a question of taste. But um, yeah, Rihanna, she appeared like an Egyptian goddess or an Egyptian queen, just like Madonna in that meanwhile famous performance of the what was it, baseball baseball whatever championship or something in the States. That was a celebration, a demonic celebration or a satanic celebration almost. And Jay-Z in Hackney, um, he quite openly displayed the towers, the twin towers of the World Trade Center, which I found incredibly, uh, yeah. He doesn't care. He's so convinced of his position, and so convinced of the rightfulness of their actions, of the Illuminati actions. They know that this won't have any consequence, and that he knows that everybody will just celebrate with them as soon as they I think as they openly admit what they are standing for. I think 80% of people will just say, "Hey, cool, yeah, that's cool, that's yeah, oh yeah." Because when he made this gesture, like, and with rapping, they always go like, yeah. So it's normal. You go with the rhythm, and then they did like this, and then they had a total of the audience, and it was horrible. It reminded me so much. So I'm German, so I'm really I've well I've had the chance, you could say, at school you get um, to hear a lot about the Holocaust, a lot about the Nazis and Hitler, because it's in the curriculum, and you get it 24/7 almost on the telly. But for me, it's quite a personal thing. I'm really interested in that part of history, and I'm also fascinated in a way how people could have been manipulated like that. And then suddenly I saw how it was possible. Yes, I live people in the 21st century, young people, young professionals in London, teenagers, parents. It was a mix of all sorts of people. Absolutely not stupid people, not poor people. They were not hungry. They were not suffering. Like back in the 30s, maybe that could have been an excuse, sort of, to fall for somebody like Hitler. But this guy standing there making the sign, yeah, and the crowd imitates him, goes absolutely berserk because this man is doing his rap thing with the pyramid, and they all buy it. And at that point, I thought, okay, this is a lost cause. This has to go that far. This has to go as far as a conflict, which has to be fought like a war, probably. And we have to decide which side we want to be on. So I made my decision, and I'm only waiting now for the time to yeah to pick up my imaginary rifle, so to speak. I haven't got any weapons at all. Again, being in Germany, you can't have any weapons, of course, firearms. I mean, but you have to decide, and once the battle starts, it commences, things will take a change, radical change, and or turn for the worse, and people will realize, oh bullshit, this is really bad now. How couldn't I have seen this thing coming? It was in my face, and I didn't notice it. So, yeah, times are really sorry. I've been having an allergy for weeks now, and I'm normally not the allergic person, allergy type person. And since the weather's really strange and there's low clouds, and I haven't seen any chemtrails recently, but we get these funny freak storms and rainstorms, and as if all the rain from weeks would just drop to the earth in one hour or 10 minutes something. But anyway, there's something on, and I feel it, and a lot of you feel it as well. And I'm really glad that we are here, knowing each other's feelings, and knowing of the um, of this awareness, this growing awareness among people. So what we can hope for is now that people continue becoming aware of the situation and of the seriousness of the seriousness of the situation, and that all we can do as peace-loving people is putting all our positive energy into this struggle. So the bad guys, they can't win. You know, with the wrong team, they then whatever you do, good will prevail. It always has. So it's going to be exciting, I think, to say the least. And that's one moment from rather gloomy Germany. Okay, good night and good luck. Yep, and I find